Hey, what's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to look at a simple strategy that I've taught here on YouTube many times before. It's involving the 1 minute time frame. It's involving the 20 SMA. It's involving a very quick take profit. And what we're essentially trying to do is look for 2 to 3 ideal setups, and we want to make extremely fast money, and we want to exit the markets. Now, again, a lot easier said than done. Do these setups work all the time? Absolutely not. What we need to become good at as traders is knowing when to walk away. For example, there's been times where I've taken one trade, I necessarily didn't even make that much money, maybe 135 bucks, and I told myself, well, this setup was so clean, it worked so fast. I don't think there's anywhere else I can go and work a 9 to 5 and make $135 in less than a minute, right? Not with my skill set, at least. So with that being said, what we're looking for is these short-term directional changes in trend. Because we're looking at the 1 minute time frame, we're going to get a lot of short-term directional changes, and we're looking for a closure over the 20 SMA, like right here, and we're looking for a following candle to confirm the high. That's going to be our entry candle. So I call the candle that closes over our 20 SMA the reason why candle. Our confirmation entry candle is a following candle that takes out the high, and that's where we're entering. Now, in this market, because the ranges are a little bit bigger, I'm actually trying to grab more points because the range is so big. I'm looking for at least 10 points. And the only time I'm going to really try to close it out before 10 points is if it's really stalling. Like it goes up 4 or 5 points and then it comes back to break even, and it goes up 4 or 5 points again and it comes back to break even. I'll just get out of the trade. I want to see this break 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, and I want to get filled, and I want to get filled in less than a minute or 2 minutes max. So I want to keep my trade time under 2 minutes. You can see here, again, not every setup is going to work, okay? But I'm going to show you each setup that's set up in the first hour of the market open for New York. So we have a setup right here. Again, I'm in California, so all of the times I'm going to be reading out are going to be in Pacific Standard Time. 6:36 in the morning, we get a closure over the 20 SMA. 6:37, we confirm we want to get in. This candle was a 60-point range. Very, very big range. It did confirm. You would have gotten paid 10 points. Again, I recommend also, while you're trying this strategy, use evaluation accounts. Right now, Apex is 80% off. You can use code DAnthony, load up on a bunch of evaluation accounts, and really practice taking these setups and sticking to the rules. I want to see someone take 50, 100 trade setups before they even start to say, hey, what can I do to make adjustments, right? You need to learn on your own when's the best time to trade for yourself, what's the best risk, what's the best take profit. Right now, I'm looking for close to 8 to 12 points. I like, if I can get 10. My stop loss is, because of the range is so big, I'm probably going to open up with a 15, 20 point stop loss. So I'm running a little bit of a negative risk to reward ratio there. The next setup happens at 6:54. It was a short setup, however, it never confirms. Okay, so there's no trade here. Next setup happens at 7 a.m. This is also looking to kind of break out of your 30-minute opening range. Next candle confirms, shoots up immediately. But again, there's going to be some drawdown because of these ranges are so extravagant. It's going to wick you in. It's going to pull back. You're going to have to really bite the bullet and hold it until full take profit or to full stop loss. This trade would have worked, though. It did spike. You would have gotten your 10 points. The next setup that happens here is at 7:02. Your entry price is right below. As soon as the next candle opens up, you want to see that get taken out with a vengeance. You want to enter in, whether you want to do a stop sell or whether you want to mark it in. I typically mark it in. I know people like to stop sell or stop buy. That's okay too. Just understand that sometimes you're going to get wicked in, and it's going to pull back and it might stop you out. Same thing with market ordering. Sometimes I get in, I'm a little late, and yes, maybe my 10 points or 5 point take profits would have hit, but because I'm a little late, I don't really get it. So again, it's whatever's comfortable to you as a trader. For me, it's just comfortable for me to let my eyes tell my trigger finger when to enter or exit the trade. This trade would have paid off here. Another setup to the long side does not confirm, so there's no trade here. And then you get your next setup here at 7:11 in the morning. does confirm, would have paid you your 5 to 10 points, again, in and out. So with that being said, these are all of the setups that happened realistically within the first 30 minutes or first hour. Here's another setup here. This is a little bit of a difficult one. It is a long setup. Again, you can see this morning it opened up very choppy. Up, down, up, down, up, down. This setup here at 720 does confirm. However, your entry price would have been 19,470. It only goes up to 19,474. This would have been a full stop loss here. So depending on what your stop loss was. So this is why it's very, very important that if you win one trade, you win 2 trades in a row back to back, you've got to walk away. The more you trade, winner, 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 loser, you could give back 2 or 3 winning trades. You don't want to do that. I feel like you're pushing your luck on these type of setups. If you start to win more than 2 trades, more than 3 trades in a row, you're kind of pushing your luck. You're going to get a little close to taking that big loss, and that's not something that you want to see or not something that you want to do. So make sure you're controlling yourself, guys. You do not have to sit here for 6 hours of the day and take every setup. Even if you ignore this one, find the next one. What's the next one that looks really, really good to you, right? If it looks perfect and you're reading the momentum, you're reading the action, then take the trade. Again, just because you have a strategy, just because you understand a pattern that maybe sets up on a day in and day out basis, does not mean that you need to sit there and continue to take every single trade that presents itself. Make sure it looks good to you. Make sure you can get behind it from a risk to reward standpoint. Make sure you have confidence in the setup and fire away the trades. Remember, guys, there's always going to be another trade. There's always going to be another day to trade. You do not have to feel rushed. You do not have to feel pressure to take every single trade. If you guys want to trade with me, you want to get access to my course, it goes over a bunch of different strategies that I use, a bunch of different mindset tools that I help myself with, and access to the community. That link is down in the description box below. If you guys are looking for Apex evaluations, do me a favor, guys, use my code DAnthony. You're going to see it at the top, I believe right or left of the screen. It's at the top of the screen. Use code DAnthony. I get a couple bucks every time you guys sign up and use my link and my discount code. I really appreciate it. I'll see all of you guys on the next video.